Hello, I am Tristan. I'm sure many of you have seen a lot of the shit that I post, and I'm going to do a reaction. Not really a reaction because I heard the song before, but I've only heard it twice. Um, to Redefined by As Dying, and I know what to expect, but I've only heard it, like I said, twice. So I'm gonna do a quick video, and I gotta keep it down a little bit because I'm at my dad's right now, and everyone's asleep because it's like 2 in the morning. But here we go in 3, 2, 1. Might not be able to hear it too much. I don't know. I like the blast beats here. You don't see a lot of blast beats in metalcore. At least a lot of the modern bands that do it. They're not. They either do it too little or they do it when it doesn't fit the tone of the song. Like that riff. The inclusion of Jake Lurs from August Burns Red fame in this song really adds depth to Tim's vocals because Tim, as good of a harsh vocalist as he is, has no real range. He's just one mid-range growl the whole time. Now, he does that really well. I'm not saying it's bad, not as a knock, but he just doesn't have a lot of variety that, say, Jake has, or, Ryu from Crystal Lake. The layered vocals here, really good. I can't begin to describe how happy I am that they're back and it's all original members, because he could have easily not reached out and gotten new people, but it wouldn't be the same, really, because As Lay Dying wasn't just him, it was a whole unit. That's dope. I can see why some people would criticize it for being muddy, because it's not really clear, but As I Dying's never really been clear in terms of mix. They've always been like a little grainy. It really adds more power to it, in my opinion. I love the clean vocals, man. They've always had good clean vocals. Ever since they got, name escapes me right now, but he's got such a great melodic voice, and it's gotten better. Like, it's way better than it used to be, and he was already good beforehand. Oh, that's that shit. That's that stank face, like... I really like this music video, the visuals. I don't know what it's trying to symbolize. I have to rewatch it and like really get what they're going for. But at least it shows them playing. Some music videos just don't do that. They just have they're just a picture that they're painting, and sometimes it just doesn't make any fucking sense. I like that all rush in. They cut out everything and then it all came in. Great. Lots of good melodies here. It all fits. It's like the drummer's playing song A, Tim's singing song B, and the guitarists are doing song C, and it all just combined. Like, it all feels like different songs into one that just flows really well. This outro is legit. I have the music video right here, if you couldn't tell. Woo! That's a little genty almost, like the riff. It's dope. It's something unique, because I don't think I've ever heard that for an As I Lay Dying track. It's pretty good, though. But, yeah, quick thoughts. I would say that, as far as, like, wow, the song is only 4 seconds longer than My Own Grave. My Own Grave, I think, has more impact because it was the first song in 6 years, and it The breakdown I feel like in this song is a little bit better because it's longer, but in My Own Grave it has more emphasis on an individual instrumentation throughout the entire song. This is more one sustained rhythm throughout most of the song, and then you have like sprinkles of, a guest vocalist, he's not even credited, but I don't think he wanted to be. Don't quote me on that. But Tim posted on Instagram that he was honored to work with Jake, and Jake's a beast. We all know this, but it's got enough difference sprinkled in throughout the song to where it doesn't get monotonous. And, like, it's hard to replay. It's got lots of replayability because you pick up on things that you didn't hear beforehand upon like your first listen, because you're just sitting there like, oh shit, new song, her. But you like in on repeated viewings and repeated listens, you pick up on like time signatures and stuff. But overall, like, I feel like As I Lay Dying is releasing tracks that should be the benchmark to what all modern metalcore in like the thrashy style should be held to, because they've always been like a thrash metal band with metalcore. That's what they were. They're like almost like Trivium, because Trivium was like you want to be mean, a discount Metallica, but that's what even Matt Heafy said, that's their main influence. But like Trivium, As I Lay Dying, I think are part of the same vein in terms of like guitarists, which feeds back into the match that happened today, the Nick Hippa versus Matt Heafy, which was completely random. It was hilarious, but the bands have a lot of similarities. I get like a really, not necessarily a Trivium vibe from it, but like they're, you can really clump them into the same like thrash metalcore style. But it was a great song. I liked the tasteful blast beats. The lead riff was great. The solo wasn't long. It was like 10 seconds, but it didn't need to be long because he had a solo in the last song that was like 30 seconds. You got to space it out a little bit. This was more of a breakdown heavy song, which is fine with me. They're metalcore. It's kind of the staple, the down tempo breakdowns. There's like, that's what metalcore is. It's the hardcore drums with the metal, instrumentation. But not every band. You got bands like Knock Loose who are like pretty much only hardcore, but they do have metalcore influences. But as far as this goes, As I Lay Dying, I'm assuming these two songs will be on a full length later in the year. I'm assuming probably late summer after their tour, maybe they'll release it. If you were smart, not saying they're not smart, but if you were smart, you'd release a full length before the big tour, play all the songs and play just the full album, and like do encores of like fan favorites like Ocean Between Us and stuff like that. But I feel like the new album will probably be out like summer, fall. They're not gonna wait another year. There's a lot of hype to this. I mean, they could. I would still buy it. But as far as like how hype I am for this, like I would say like Tool's new album. It's been like fucking 3 decades, but that's one up there. Everyone's hype about the new Slipknot. I'll get it. I'll listen to it at least once. But this is probably my most hyped album of the year, especially after the Barrel would be up there. But the two singles that they've released, even though I love Behold the Crown and Exit Exist, they're not nearly as polished as Redefined is, as far as like songs that have come out this year. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped for the new record. And As I Lay Dying is back. Wouldn't call them the kings of metalcore. I still think that's Killswitch as far as like commercial success. But Killswitch got the new album coming out, and I heard there's a duet with Howard Jones on it. I'm stoked for that. But yeah, as far as like a rating, I'd give it a raw like 8.5 or 9. My Own Grave was a 10, obviously, my song of the year last year, but this was a solid 9, 8.5 and 9, somewhere in there. Split the difference if you want, I don't care. But that was it. I took a crack at this whole reaction review thing. So, see you guys later. You'll see me around in the group for sure.